come with me as I do some beginning of August chores here in the garden.
Taking this for you, 'cause I wanna feel like I'm supposed to.
I've got this lovely yarrow plant that has a nice white color, but as you can see, it is seen better days. So with baby in tow, I'm just gonna come in with my clippers. And yarrow, you can cut it back so hard if you want. I've actually mown over the yarrow in June and it's come back and flowered for me. But we're end of the season, so I'm just gonna go through and because it's dead heavy everything, you could put a string around this and clip it all at once. But we're just gonna clean up this yarrow plant. Pause there, I'll go do some other stuff. And while I'm out here clipping back flowers, it's a good time to run the hose because it has been so very dry. So I'm just gonna come and meander, stick the hose somewhere, and then go back to my clipping. Let's mosey on to the next garden bed. So this was my first garden bed I ever started with when we moved here to the farm. So it's a little bit of a mess because it's my one I don't maintain the most. So I'm just gonna come and do an overview. I'm gonna turn the hose on one of the plants and let it go. So there's a lot of clover in here. Things are pretty overgrown as I'm looking at it. But we can come over here and take a look. I gotta pull this walnut plant out. Not today though. And one thing I've been waiting for is for this, it's a cultivar of a mullein plant to go to seed. They have these really nice spires in the early spring. So I'm gonna collect the seed just by running my hands up the stalk. And I don't have a bag or a basket out here, so I'm just gonna put it in my pocket. For now, I might throw some into the garden bed, see what happens. This is my gardening type, lazy gardening. Throw some seeds down, see what happens. I really like this globe thistle plant. It makes for a really cool centerpiece in a cut flower arrangement. I'll be able to come and collect seeds, it looks like, from that soon. Another thing I really like out here in this bed are these little purpley white phlox. Those are really nice. And this is where my peonies are at in the springtime. And right now, they're getting overrun by goldenrod. I came through in the spring and I pulled so much goldenrod out. I do like goldenrod, but this is more, of a prairie goldenrod, not really a cultivar. So it gets really big for this garden bed. So I'm gonna probably come and pull it out. Don't worry, I have a ton of goldenrod in the back pasture to feed the bees with. So I've been tasked with an animal group to tend for of my own. I have been put in charge of the ducks. The ducks have been living in my garden this summer and they are hungry. If I'm in here working, they come and they stare at me and they quack. Here they come. They're looking for their meal for today. Hi, ducks. We've got Mama in the back and her teenage duckling. They're an apple yard duck. And look, they're getting excited. They know it's feeding time and time for fresh water. I don't know if any of them are males though. So I've just been feeding the ducks a poultry starter. It's organic that we get from our local feed store. And I just feed them once a day. Otherwise, they do a lot of foraging in the garden. I saw one duck actually jump up into the air to catch a bug, so that was really cool to see. And they've been doing a really good job keeping a lot of the pests away. I've been working on trying to get them to eat from me. So this is as close as we've gotten so far. Now they do need water when they drink, which I didn't know, but that's how they eat, is they drink. They need some fresh water. But they sure love their grain. To have the clean, cold water. And what I like about it is they poop in it and mosquitoes lay their eggs in it overnight. And they'll eat the mosquitoes up. And so this is some really souped up water that I can dump straight on my plants. It doesn't burn them and it really helped kick some of my cucumbers that were slow to get going. So all I do is I come in here and I try not to splash myself in the face. And I dump the water on the garden bed. And then I move it to a new spot for the day, just down the row. And then I fill it up with some fresh water. And they usually like to come in for a bath after they get done eating. I'm gonna rinse this out. There's still some supercharged water there for the birds. And I'm gonna use this for my brassica row. I got some broccoli that I gotta get in here and flip because it's getting close to bolting. That one looks good. I got a new line of peas starting here. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe to our channel.